What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. OG here. I want to go over something that's going on in UFL right now because it just blows my mind. So I want you to keep in mind that this game started off pretty good, right? It had a fairly positive reaction after a very terrible beta. And then the early release came. That's what I was a part of. I wasn't part of the beta. I just saw all of the terrible reviews and figured, what's the point? A lot of players I trusted that played FC tried it, and even just what I saw, I could tell I wasn't going to like it. Then Strikers totally changes the game around. They put in work. Good for them. And so the game comes out, and it's nothing compared to FC, right? Let's get that straight. Even when I was totally optimistic about the game, it was because it was wide open gameplay. You could use any tactics you want. It was full manual defense at a time that FC was full AI defense. And FC was pre-patch at the time. I'm talking the pre-huge patch that took the game out of the gutter. So I fully invest in UFL. I gave them a ton of benefit of the doubt moments because they had a bunch of blunders. But those blunders did not go away. They kept getting worse and worse and worse. And we're at this point in the game where there is a ton of glitches. Some of them have been in there since day one. And yet there's never any discussion about them anymore. Now, you got to remember, when they first started this whole journey, they wanted to be a company that wasn't like EA Sports, that stayed in tune, in touch with their player base. And so they exemplified that and always were talking on their different social media, talking on Discord, and that totally went away once they couldn't get the glitches out that were ruining the game. Not to mention, when they did try to get certain things out, they actually added more problems. I'm assuming, and this is from a layman, right? I don't know the technical terms. I'm not any type of a tech person. I don't know anything about coding, but I'm assuming, just with the basic knowledge I have, that they went in with coding to try to fix certain things, and it just broke more things. And then they couldn't undo what they broke because it would just keep messing up the game. So they got themselves entangled in a web of trash, essentially, as far as football games go. That's it. Basically what you have with UFL. And that's not me, trying to be mean, trying to dog the game for no reason. That's just the truth. What you have is not football right now. You turn on UFL and it's all about glitches. It's all about nonsense. The passing, the way it just connects to every player perfectly. Every cross connects to every player. The way that they had to put animations in where you can guarantee goals at certain angles, guaranteed to have a shot saved at other angles, to where you can use different glitches to literally climb to the very top of this game. I mean, always was there glitches in UFL? Yes. But always was there this many glitches? Absolutely not. Day one until the first patch, there was, over-the-top through balls to the striker that needed to be fixed? 100%. They went in to try to fix it. They failed and added more glitches. Right? After that first patch came was the infamous L1 triangle cross the field switch into the L1 square lob cross that was a guaranteed goal with a Holland or Darwin Nunez or someone like that. Now, why is all this relevant? Because you add up all that time up to now, and what you have is a completely broken game, yet they keep adding more skins that, by the way, have expiration dates, so you can be assured you're going to be asked at least to spend more money if you want to keep your team at the top. Right? At the top of the competition scale, at the top of having the best players, the best team. And they add stuff like this. Now, if you don't know, you can go to either the UFL's main website or any social media, click on the Dragons battle, and you'll get this huge backstory about the ancient dragons, Black Dragon versus White Dragon, and which team are you, and which dragon do you support. And listen, I'm a nerd. I love House of the Dragons. I love Game of Thrones. I love the customization around the whole dragon theme that UFL Strikers did, because they do a great job with customization. It's one of the only things they consistently do well with. However, to put that much time and energy into a community challenge, I mean, that's what this is, right? If you used to play FC, then you know they used to have, like, any real-life game, let's say it was Champions League final, or there was a big match, international match between France and England, you would choose who the winner was. And then they'd show the percentage of who chose each team, and the winning team would get rewards, or they would say which player's better, and if more people said Mbappe and you chose Mbappe, you get rewards, and stuff like that. They did away with it because it was failing, and of course leave it to strikers to copy failing things from FC instead of learning from them and going the opposite direction, similar to what they did with their defense, where they started manual, went towards the AI defense, which was crushing, one of the big things crushing FC, and then guess what FC does? They go manual defense, and now their defensive system is much better than UFL's, where you can't even adequately keep up with the attackers, especially with the glitch L1 R2 sprint. So why are we staring at the screen while I talk about all this? Because, listen to this, they put a countdown for this event. You can go read all the backstory, blah, 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 online if you want. And then after the countdown, 10 days, 9 days, 8 days, what's this big thing going to be? And they're leading up to it, and it's this big news. And next thing you know, this pops up, and it turns out it's just another 3-week, essentially, waiting time before you get any big rewards. All you get now is those particles you see at the bottom, which give you skins that most people, especially people who put any type of money into, the special skins, aren't even going to use. I mean, they're irrelevant to them. However, the big rewards that come later, if you play the game, which as you see I don't, are this. If you get top 3, you get these crazy rewards, which is 10 Team of the Month packs in a golden dragon badge. Instead of white or black, you get gold, right? If you get top 25, you get 7 packs, but the same golden shade badge, right? Then if you get top 500, it's the same thing, but 5 Team of the Month packs. So think about this, guys. If you get top 3 in the world in this, but even though it's not ranking for games, it's more of like how many points you get, which you do get those for wins, so it's somewhat based on how you do, but also could be based on how much you play. All right, and I'm not mad at UFL for trying to get players to play more. That's not it, right? But look at this alone. For one, if you're top 3 in anything in the world, you should get more than a 7-pack addition to your rewards, right? That's all they get over the top 25. Then if you're top 25, you should get way more than a 2-pack bonus over the top 500. And then if you're top 500, you only get a 2-pack bonus over the top 2,500, which I was in initially when I first came into this, just to show people after the initial release of this, after the wait time was over for the big drop. And I don't even play UFL, and I was in the top 2,500. So it spills the beans on what? The fact that there are so few players playing this game, which you should already know by the wait times. You should already know by playing the same players over and over, when that doesn't happen in the other football games because there's so few players playing, right? If it's not obvious that they're trying to grab all the cash they can to recoup before they go under, then this type of event should show you, right? Because they're focusing on something like this, giving these rewards, really? For this big, release that you did for this, and acting like it was a big deal, and this is what you get. The difference from top 3 to top 2,500 is 7 Team of the Month packs and a freaking gold dragon badge, which, by the way, I like the black one better. That one looks like, baby throw up, or you could say spicy mustard or something. But whatever. Let's just say it's cool looking. It's like that's all you get for being top 3 in the freaking world. And nothing sets you apart if you're number 1, by the way. That's the insane part. So anyways, with what I'm trying to tell you is, why would they focus on something like this if they're actually trying to fix their game for the long run? There's so much stuff broken. It's clear by the number of players that keep, dropping out of the game. So they must know by now that they're not going to get away with leaving these glitches in and keep players. However, they're still putting stuff like this out instead of focusing on fixing the game. They're still putting more and more and more skins with expiration dates because they hope that you can buy more skins in, September 12th is when all of them expire. It's not like the St. Paddy's Day skins expire before the new skins and then so on and so forth. It's all 9/12, and a few of them are a little bit after, but the majority of them, even the ones released way after the St. Paddy's Day skins, they expire 9/12. So guess what? You're going to have a lot of players that are going to either have to buy new skins or they're going to have to go without those big boosts those skins give you. It's all just a money grab ploy. But when it comes to actual gameplay, actual modes, right, actually doing things to get players to come to the game, right, with some type of welcome to UFL, here's a free Mbappe, so in a couple weeks you don't play a full 91 rated team with a 70 rated squad. Nothing. There's nothing in this game for new players, right? So clearly they're not trying to expand their already shrinking population. So put this into perspective. When this came out, what, a week ago, less than a week ago, what was it, Thursday I think it was, right? It's now, what, Friday? It was Thursday. What was that, yesterday? I've spent so much time editing and playing that like it feels like weeks, but it's hours, right? So it comes out just now, and I haven't played UFL at all. I just came to show, this update and then left. And since then, I've dropped out of 2,500, right? More players probably played after this came out. Why, I don't know. But when it came out, I was in the top 2,500 without playing the game in weeks. Think about that. Think about that. That's how few players are playing this game, which is understandable. It's not a shock, but for some reason, there's so many people in denial. There's some people that still even say this is a good game, and there's even crazier people that say it's better than either eFootball or FC, or some even crazier than that say it's better than both. There's people out there that think this is the best football game. I mean, there's like less than I can count on one hand, but still, it's insanity, guys. And the fact that they're putting this nonsense out with these nonsense rewards instead of fixing a broken game, that's an insult to everyone who still is playing this game. You guys, I'm just trying to put the facts out there. You do what you want. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt my time. But the fact is, the game is a laughingstock. It's not football, and they aren't attempting to push it in any new direction to make it football. They started going in the wrong direction after the initial release, and they haven't looked back one time. They are, with knowledge of how bad the game is, going forward with nonsense like this, with more and more skins, with more and more kits, balls, whatever, and they're just letting you play a broken game. Probably considering the fact that there's so many rats, they might even be thinking, hey, this is awesome. These rats love broken games. Let's take all the rats. As long as we get paid, who cares? So if you are a true footballer in this game, if you're not a rat, okay, if you enjoy actually playing football, if you enjoy either winning or losing, playing actual football, not using glitches, not using any nonsense, not having passes go the wrong way, you pass left, the game makes it go right. You pass forward, the game takes your pass behind you, which I have all on my streams if you ever want to go back and watch. UFL streams, videos, whatever. I have a compilation full of the worst glitches and issues. So none of this is like just word of mouth or opinion. This is facts. This is on video facts, right? Same with me being in the top 2,500 when I opened the game the other night, despite not playing. Just take all that into consideration and be aware of the time you're spending in this game, the money you're spending in this game. Just make sure you're up to date on all the information and critically think. Don't be in denial. That's all I have for you. Please smash the like button if you liked the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I will continue to provide help to those in the community that are crazy enough to play this game, because I still love you. If you're part of the community, I got you. If this is what you enjoy, then I'll be there to help you out. But I'm also going to be here to tell you stuff like this and make sure you're informed on all this information and not misguided like many of the, well, I say many, but like the few others that cover this game, at least in English, content creation wise. I'm not going to misguide you like they are. Keep grinding, keep having fun. Join my Discord. Link is in the YouTube bio. You can get all updated information. There are a ton of great people involved that play all 3 games, and we would love for you to join. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.